Well, the last Marauder video I did was way back in October. I won't go into the specifics why it took so long. Go read the video description to the right if you really want to know. Anyway, this video will cover the Marauder tactics learned over the course of ranking up, and they will be covered in the order that you train for them. Afterwards, I'll cover the tactics gained from the mastery trees. I'll also throw in my preferred tactic sets. Starting with Warped Flesh. In my opinion, not worth using a tactic slot once more offensive tactics start coming into play, unless properly synergized in a survivability set. Jagged Edge. Tactic sounds nice on paper, however it doesn't stack. Skip this one. Subvert Strength. I love this tactic. Very useful when AoE grinding, as AoE tends to crit quite a bit. Use this tactic in your first tactic slot until you get brute force. Tzeentch's Warding. On its own, not so powerful, but with the proper anti-caster tactic set, this can have devastating results when fighting against Bright Wizards. Brute Force. This tactic never leaves my tactic bar. Never. It's basically free strength, scales with level, with the maximum of a whopping 160 strength at 40. This allows me to gear or talisman for more survivability through wounds. Brush Off. Like Tzeentch's Warding, with a proper anti-caster tactic set, this has devastating results. You'll also use mutated energy way more often. Backlash. Don't acknowledge this tactic's existence. It's so horrible because it doesn't stack, and the damage is pathetically low. Flanking. I need to do a lot of theory hammering regarding this tactic. On one hand, I see this as a substantial flat damage boost, but on the other hand, tactics like Feeding on Fear and the lovely Growing Instability overshadow this tactic. However, this is mitigatable damage. Wait for my rank 40 videos for my conclusion, although I have a feeling I won't recommend this one for a 40. Rend Asunder. I've never been a Savaging Marauder, so I can't comment on this one. However, Google searches say the DPS benefit is less than 10, which means it's most likely another waste. Deeply Impaled. Free 10% crit that doesn't stack on itself. However, this 10% crit is for everyone attacking your target. This tactic is broken at the making of this video, so I've set it aside, but rumors say it will be fixed in 1.2. I can see the use for this though for Brutality Marauders and want to bring something to the table for their group. Riposte. When combined with the rank 1 morale ability Confusing Movements, I can see how this tactic can shine. In my opinion, situational to how much melee and your playing style. Feeding on Fear. I love this tactic. 20% extra crit chance is awesome as it helps proc itself in its short duration, although the 10% crit penalty is not so great for survivability. This tactic has excellent synergy with Growing Instability. Unending Horror. So a detaunt that lasts 15 seconds instead of 5. If someone is attacking you hard enough to make you detaunt, you're still dead, you're just delaying it. Widespread Demolition. Increases the range of demolition to 50 feet. Sounds nice for dedicated monstrosity marauders. Hitting more people is always nice, so I'll leave this up to your playstyle. Piercing Bite. Google searches say that the DPS increase for this is on the same amount of flanking, which means it's up to you. Obviously this is excellent when fighting tanks, but you should never ever fight tanks unless you're Savagery. But if you're Savagery, you'll have Cutting Claw, which removes 75% of that tank's armor, rendering Piercing Bite useless. Now, for the Mastery Tree tactics. Starting with Brutality. Corrupted Edge. A second brute force that scales up the amount of points in the Brutality tree with an added bonus of a very nice amount of initiative. Since most of the damage Marauders take is from crits, this increases survivability. This does stack with brute force, and this also never leaves my tactic bar. Growing Instability. This tactic defines the Marauder's role as a melee DPS. A brawler that can specialize in berserking capabilities. This tactic turns your already excellent damage up to ludicrous damage, Spaceballs fans should understand that reference. Sadly, this tactic is broken on the making of this video, and rumors say 1.2 will fix it. When it does, this will be the third tactic that never leaves my tactic part. Unstable convulsions. Removing hots and shields and doing damage? If you really hate healers and buffs, it makes sense to take this tactic. But the opportunity cost is ridiculously high, just to take off very few buffs, as there are very few enchantments for order. Not only that, but it's a 50% chance. Very situational. The damage is also low too. Now, to monstrosity. Hulking Brute. Excellent tactic for AoE grinding. Since you're looking for survivability in order to AoE grind, this tactic greatly assists in that region. Insane Whispers. This tactic is awesome if you really want to screw over the melee. This turns their instant abilities into requiring a 1-second cast. However, rumors say that in 1.2, this will not be affecting melee's instants, which is basically all of their attacks. Crushing Blows. Removing 225 morale points is huge, but it's a 25% chance. I'll leave this to your playstyle. Now, to Savagery. Scything Talons. Additional stats Savagery stats. I'll leave this to your playstyle. Exhaustive Strikes. If you really want to ruin someone's day, this tactic seems to do it. Deadly Clutch. Healing debuff being increased to 50% is nice, but what's that? You're healed for 25% of that as well? Might not seem much, but rumors say 1.2 will be buffing the amount that you're healed. If you're Savagery, you should be picking this tactic up as it's only 4 points after Cutting Claw. And finally, my suggested tactic sets. This set is all about hitting hard and critting like a damn 18-year. This set is all about berserking and making sure that Order doesn't know what hit them. This set is all about surviving long enough and being able to keep doing more damage in order to take down the AoE packs that you pulled. Worked Flesh helps mitigate a lot of the mob's damage, which is nulled a lot by Hulking Brute, since toughness applies before the shield does. This set is all about surviving long enough to close the distance to the tons of casters and still be able to kill them without being completely gimped. Obviously, this set falls to Savagery. This is all about messing around with people. If all you care about is crits, 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 and more crits, this set is for you. Critting like a truck and keeping plenty of AP, but you won't be hitting very hard